Sylvia. Oh.
Perfect. So we'll just go ahead and just on time for you, Scott. There you go.
All right, perfect. I need to be recorded. Today, I don't have words of wisdom other than I need to talk about Journey Mortgage Advisors. We're a broker, which is important for you guys as realtors, because what we do is we get, we're not tied to any one lender, so we can let the lenders fight for the business for your your clients, which means they're going to get a great deal, and then I have much more flexibility in terms of, like if they're outside the box or something like that, then I can work with them. So the way I say it is, if you were a realtor and you only had one house to sell, that would be a bad thing, right? So we don't want to be in a situation where we only have one lender that we can work with. So that is the hot channel right now, the broker channel. We always say brokers are better. So that's my message for the day. Scott Shimamoto, Journey Mortgage Advisors. Your deal is no joke to me. Thank you. Who's next? Nancy? Oh, Nancy's going to come up. All right. Thank you.
Hi, everybody. Nancy Chan. Hi, John. Hi, CB Dynasty family. Time to get farming. Give me a call if you need to sit down, find out what you can do to improve your business, get more listings, get more buyers, whatever you want to do. Lending, interest rate kind of level off a little bit. So, just keep plugging, because I've been through so many different times when market is down. There's still agent making money. You just have to have a plan. Okay, thank you so much. Nancy Chan, lawyer's title, here to help you. All right, Nicole, your turn.
Good morning, everyone. Nicole Menard, Fidelity National Title. Great to see all of you. Happy Wednesday. Just want to remind you to take a look at your prelims. And if you see that we are requesting uninsured affidavits, this is because a deed was recorded outside of a title transaction. If you have any questions, give us a call. We're here to support you and give you the attention that you deserve. Make it a great day. Stay cool. Thank you. Any other affiliates coming in? Yay! Okay. Now, for those of you that are here, who I see next up here is Unita. Unita, you're up.
Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kelvin. We just want to say hello to everyone. Unita Wu from Home Warranty of America, your 13 months home warranty. If you guys need any home warranty, let us know. We're here to help you. I do speak English, Chinese, Indonesian, and Mandarin. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for your support.
Gracias. Next, we see here John. John, you're up.
Yep. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you, Kelvin, for allowing us to be on the meeting. I want to wish everyone a happy August. I wish you a great month. Remember, I'm your consultant, been in the business 28 years to answer all your questions. The FHDS card form with the decision tree is complicated. Don't muddle through it. Give me a call. I'll be happy to talk to you and your clients regarding how to fill it out. Does it apply? Show you in the reports where you would find that information. We spell it out 5 places in the report, starting at the second page, if the property's in a fire zone that may require the use of the form. I want to make sure you guys read the reports. There's so much vital information in there. Order at time of listing, and even take the report with you on your listing appointment when you get your preliminary title, so you're prepared to get the business and show them that you mean to represent them the best in order to sell their property in the most convenient timeline and the best and highest price. My biggest tip to you is wear your badges, have cards, pens, appropriate documents with you, because you never know where the next deal is coming from. And we own all our information, and we step in the shoes to protect you on all the transactions. I'm going to put my information in the report. Let's have a great August, and thank you so much.
Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Next in line is Pam. Pam, you're up.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. Good to see you all. Praying for all our parents right now that we were talking before. Wanted to mention appliances, kitchen appliances. Biggest claim that we cover is kitchen appliances. So remember, we cover multiple appliances. You can have 3 refrigerators, 2 dishwashers, whatever it is, they're all covered. It just has to be within the main foundation of the house or the garage. And the complete covers up to $7,000 on each kitchen appliance. So if you have high-end appliances, that's the one I would do. And as well as, it doesn't have to be the appliance that the seller is leaving there. The seller takes the refrigerator and a buyer brings their own refrigerator. That is a covered item. So a lot of agents don't know that, wanted to make sure. And if you do have a wine chiller, big or small, that is a $15 charge on a wine chiller. So that's it. Call me with more questions. Coldwell Banker Home Protection, American Shield. Thank you so much. Enjoy the day and be safe out there, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Appreciate it. Bye. Hasta luego. Next in line, I have here Maria Howard. Maria, you're up.
Well, good morning, everybody. And Sylvia and Yanita, it was so great to see you last week at the ARIA event. That was super fun. Got to see you ladies in person. So when an agent orders a home warranty, and this happened literally a couple of days ago, I get an order and they gave me the property address. And so there was a large amount on there. And I'm like, that's a big amount. What's going on? So I looked up the property. Turns out to be the RPA was filled out incorrectly, number one, with the property address. They mentioned 135, but when you went to the website and looked at the description, it wasn't even a single family residence. It was a triplex. So not only did they omit one of the addresses on the RPA, but the classification of what they wanted was even incorrect. And hadn't I not just done a little bit more extra investigation, I would have ordered the wrong plan for the agent. This would present a conundrum, especially when it's two, like a duplex and then a single family in the back. We need 2 plans and we need to be specific of what plan coverage, because if a homeowner calls in for service, they're going to be quite upset when the service isn't available. And unfortunately, I'm not Moses. I can't part the Red Sea. So please be mindful of those descriptions. Make sure the RPAs have the complete addresses for duplexes, whether it's A, B, C, and D, or 1 through 4, or it's 2 physical addresses. Make sure that that is completely filled out correctly, because we work in a business that's very detailed. So with that being said, I'll put my information in the chat and you all have a great Wednesday.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And you and Unita and Brandon, everyone that partaked over at ARIA, was really fun to be there and participate. We had many of our agents there. We had a great time. So thank you. And I'm shocked that you're not Moses. Next in line here, I have Sage. Sage, you're up.
Good morning, everyone. It's been a while since I've been on here, so I'm happy to be back. I know we talk a lot about fires. That's been the hot topic lately, but don't forget there's other hazards within that NHD. So I want to talk about earthquake fault zones. Say that you're representing a buyer and you say there's no issue, you can build a pool, you can build a detached garage, you can build whatever you want. It closes. A month later, they come back to you and they're complaining because the city says, we're not going to allow that. You're on an earthquake fault. So you need to read your NHD. You need to see every single hazard other than just fire. There's earthquake, there's flood, and there's a bunch of other hazards within the NHD that could limit your ability to build on a property. So just utilize it. And if you have any questions whatsoever, Sage Grandma is my NHD. I hope everyone has a good day. And Sandy's son is famous on The Bachelorette. She told me the other week that he's competing on The Bachelorette, and now I'm obsessed. So you guys should watch. It's really fun.
It's a little awkward being the mom watching, not gonna lie. Little weird people.
Did he win? Hey, Sandy, did he win?
He got a rose again on Monday. Every week he gets a rose, he gets to continue it. So he got a rose in Paris.
Okay, so
It already shot.
Yeah.
there's lots of energy here going on, Sage. Then I propose that we have a movie night here with popcorn in our office to watch.
Oh
the
my
next
gosh, I
one.
would love to.
You all
Yeah.
can do that without me. I am not watching my kid make out on national TV with a bunch of people in the room. I'm just not doing it. I
Got
watch
it.
it with my husband alone.
Oh my goodness.
Just tape
Okay,
it,
well,
watch it later.
thank you, Sage. Does that complete your presentation, Sage?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I just had to embarrass Sandy. I just had to throw it out there.
No worries. I'll be watching. Thank you. And next I have here, is it Martin? Martin Mesa.
Hey, good morning. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Howard. Good morning.
Great,
How
how
are
are
you?
you?
I'm good. Good. I like your background.
Thank you. Appreciate it. It's my tiny house.
Like that.
Low mortgage.
What's that? No mortgage?
Low mortgage.
Oh, low mortgage.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning. My name is Mark Mesa with Rate One Financial Incorporated. I'm a mortgage banker and a mortgage broker here in Sierra Madre, California. And today I just wanted to highlight a program that I've done a little bit of for some clients, and they seem interested. So I thought I'd announce it a little bit more today. So it's a program for specifically for self-employed borrowers and buyers that otherwise would not be able to qualify for the loan amount they need to get for whatever reason, because due to their tax returns not showing enough net income because of all the write-offs that the IRS allows. It's similar to the old stated income loans that we used to have back in the day, which are no longer in existence. Not quite as aggressive as those are, but it's similar and then along those lines. Anyway, the reason I'm getting such success with it is because the interest rates are actually pretty good on them. They're around 5.5 to 6.25 for a 30-year fixed for a primary residence. And you could also do cash out. You could also do investment property. The rates are a little bit higher for those situations, but it's a great program with great rates for self-employed buyers with good credit and income that they have hard time verifying on tax returns. The entire down payment can be a gift, even if it's an investment property. So it's a pretty nice program. So anyway, that's it. If you guys have any questions on that program, you can call me or send me a private message. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Next in line here, we have Jay Pye. Jay, you're up.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I'm Jay, and I'm a loan officer funding. Today, I bring you a 10-year ARM program with the following highlights. Rate starts at 4.375. 3 months reserve, max LTV at 80%. The max loan amount can go up to 3.5 million. So for those with buyers that are looking for a jumbo at a low rate, this program is a good fit. If you're interested in this program, please feel free to contact me. Please scan the QR code that appears on the background of the Zoom meeting. And again, I'm Jay, a loan officer with Crown Funding, and this is what I would like to share for today. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Appreciate that very much. Next here, I have Rick Sanchez. Rick, you're up.
Hey everyone, good morning. Thanks again, Sylvia and Calvin, for having us. Rick Sanchez from Guaranteed Rate. We specialize in home loans. My specialty, my bread and butter, is working with business owners, real estate investors, and foreign nationals. So as you guys know, those are the ones that struggle with the most, and probably a complicated process, a frustrating process. So we eliminate that mortgage headache. A new program that we just rolled out at Guaranteed Rate is the ability to clear to close a loan in 24 hours. So from the minute that the buyer applies for their mortgage loan, we can clear to close in 24 hours and we can close in 10 days. So essentially what we do is we're competing with cash offers. Give me a call. I'd love to give you more details about that because it doesn't work for everyone, but for those that it does, it's an amazing program. And very quickly, in regards to interest rates, you guys may have seen the headlines that rates dropped dramatically, but we did lose all of that improvement yesterday. So I think what's happening is that finally our market is starting to figure out where the plateau of rates are going to be, which is actually good news for us and for you guys. I think that the market is going to stabilize, and then, everything that I see, my perspective is that rates will not consistently go down until inflation is going down as well. So when inflation is in line, we'll see a big rate reduction, and all of your buyers right now, or your potential buyers, will be able to refinance and lower their monthly expenses. So what I tell my clients is, maybe for the next 16 to 24 months, if you buy a property, you will have a little bit higher of an expense than what you should or want to, but know that the rates will come back down. You will lower that expense. And then in the meantime, your house continued to appreciate. So the value continued to go up. Again, my name is Rick Sanchez. Thank you guys for having us. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Next I see here is Angie Tang. Angie, you're up.
Hi, thank you, Sylvia. Good morning, CBD, Angie Dang, First American Title. When you see a prelim and it sees, and you have a criteria on there that's called like a geographic targeting order, or AKA GTO, has anybody seen that on their prelims lately?
No.
As a requirement? No? Okay.
I've seen it.
So if you, have you who?
I've seen it.
Okay, yeah, so if you see that and you're not sure what it is, it's just part of FinCEN, which is from the government, and it must have gotten tagged because it falls under some of the requirements. So the requirements are usually only for residential properties, so single family residences. It does not affect commercial transactions. It's usually something that's 300,000 and up for all cash transactions, and the buyer is buying as an entity. And there's no loans or conventional loans, and it's usually an all cash offer. So whenever you see this, it has to go through GTO or FinCEN, and you have to fill out a form. The faster you fill out the form, the faster we can close, because sometimes we can't close escrow unless this form has been received by us, and we have to submit it to the government for them to check it and then give us approval that we can close. If we can't close, that means other title companies cannot close as well, because the government, for some reason, didn't give us the approval to do so. So keep that in mind. If you have any questions on it, I do have a marketing flyer on it. Calvin, maybe I'll send it to you so that you have a copy and you can send it out. And I'm here to help you guys grow your business and give you the knowledge. Angie Tang, First American Title. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to all our affiliates. You're also wonderful. We appreciate the strong presence that we have from each and every one of you to make time to be here for our agency. Are there any affiliates that I have missed? I'm scrolling through.
Me.
Who's me?
Sandy.
Oh, Sandy, I thought you were already talking and going on, and I'm so.
I was just talking to Sage.
We have to leave the Bachelorette mom for last.
Right?
We thought you were on the cruise.
Yeah, I thought you were on the cruise sailing.
No, October 23rd, I'll be on my cruise.
Okay, got it.
What I want to bring up is something that we don't ever talk about. Home warranties only cover systems and appliances that are meant for residential use. Okay, I just had this happen last week. Well, actually, it was 2 days ago. It's a freezer that's meant to be in a restaurant. It is not professional use for a professional grade for residential use. It's professional grade for professional use, not covered by the home warranty. If it's commercial grade for residential use, that's fine. If it's professional grade for residential use, that's fine. I had someone place a claim once for a washer and dryer, still had the coin up on top of it. They got it from a laundromat as a sale from a laundromat. That's commercial use. We cover things that are meant for residential use. Got to keep that in mind. And Monday nights, 8 o'clock, Channel 7, 2 hours, watch The Bachelorette. We'll see how long Tino gets a rose.
Can you repeat that again? That's Monday night. What
Monday
time?
nights, 8 o'clock, Channel 7. Or
Okay.
Tuesdays on Hulu, you can stream it and jump through all the commercials, which I recommend.
You got it.
2 hours though, so you really gotta, it's dedication here, people. He's my kid, I have to. Y'all
Okay.
should do this without commercials.
You got it. Thank you. Appreciate that. And go off on your sailing, enjoy the sunsets, and we'll hang out and have popcorn in your son's honor. Thank you. Appreciate that. So before I hand it over to Kelvin, Mark, our co-manager here, sent me this to share. Your smile is your logo, your personality is your business card, and the way you make others feel is your trademark. Thank you, everyone. I'll hand it over now to Kelvin. Kelvin, you're up.
Nice quote. I haven't heard that one before. So thank you for that. Good morning, everybody. We're already at the beginning of August. I can't believe it already made it through 2022. just wanted to really share a couple of really good, important tips this class, today's sales meeting. I hope you can stick around, and thank you all affiliates. We had 20 minutes of a lovely, lovely sharing of all of the things that are going on in your industry. And so I just wanted to really just go into a couple of things. So I'll open up to my slides. Hopefully you can see it pulling up right now. You guys see the slides?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, so we're surrounded by great, successful, and very, very hardworking and dedicated affiliates. So thank you all for continuing to come. You're always welcome. And sharing your industry news, what's relevant, what's going on today. And for my portion, I'd like to share a little quote from Les Brown. In every day, there are 1,440 minutes. And that means we have 1,440 daily opportunities to make a positive impact on others. And if you think about it, we really got to measure our time. And I guess time is something that was on my mind, personally speaking, because I had to attend one of my close friends' funeral last week. He's only 41 years old. So from me to you, I just really want to say, in your personal lives and in the people surrounding you and your loved ones, don't wait procrastinate. Don't wait to say the feelings or the thoughts that you have or the opinions or anything that you want to help others. Give them some constructive criticism. Tell them how a certain memory made you feel. It's good to reflect on your past memories as well. So, it's part of that is part of what it is to live. So I hope you don't waste your opportunities to reach out, because I can tell you, those people are not in the sales meeting today. So they're not constantly reminded about how to impact and make a better life for others. But you're in attendance today. So that means it's your job to be the one opening up that bridge and reconnecting, because the pandemic has closed off a lot of relationships. A lot of people haven't seen each other for several months or years. And so hopefully you could be that one that's the bridge, bringing that bridge, building that bridge back together. All right, so we got a nice schedule coming, full schedule in August. So hopefully you can take note of the classes, and I'm gonna circle August 23rd as a removed class over here on August 23rd. I will be in Hawaii, Kauai this week, so with a family vacation. So I'm gonna strike this off the class unless I get another speaker to replace me. So we do have a couple of cool classes coming up: social media and real estate. So we got a specialist from Lucy Kratman and Jessica Stafford, really talking about how they're using social media, posts, frequency, tips on when to post and the content that you're posting. And I know so many people are resistant to doing technology, or they're just so fearful of just starting something new. But if you have that drive in you, you're not getting the results that you like, why not try it? Because I can tell you there's such a strong presence of buyers and sellers who are checking to see who is active in social media, how they promote their listings and their real estate business, and kind of just understanding who is their personality. So you can use social media very well to describe and share who you are as a person. What are you passionate about? What volunteer activities or events do you attend? And just really what's behind the surface, because a business card describes your personality, just like Mark said. But you can't really feel that personality on a card besides your photo and how the colors that you use. Videos, pictures, events, memories, and the posts and the content, how you describe and all that stuff really could help elaborate your personality. Okay. Rick's here today, and Rick, we had to postpone our class. So on August 18th, we have set up for a lunch and learn I think the time is around 12 or 1, but we'll send out a post. We're really going to talk about some tax strategies. So what we should know regarding what buyers and sellers need to know when they tax strategy wise, some tips for how to really just make sure that they're not overpaying on taxes, how realtors should know about their 1099 commission, what's a deductible item, what is considered a business expense, how do you treat travel and entertainment, stuff like that. I think it's really relevant and great for Rick to bring 2 speakers. So he's bringing professionals. I highly, highly encourage you to attend live in this class. He's bringing lunch. Thank you, Rick, for coordinating and planning this with us. And we're also going to be, the second speaker is going to be talking about marketing. So Ricky, anything else you want to share about them or the speakers?
No. So we'll see you guys for lunch. The first speaker about tax, and then the second speaker, a unique marketing technique that I think your buyers will appreciate, your buyers and sellers.
Awesome. Do you remember the time? Because I know it's August 18th.
I have it for noon.
Okay.
But we are a little bit flexible there. So 12 o'clock.
Yeah, 12 o'clock. Sounds good. Thank you, Rick. And a couple of classes with the board. We got August 11th, 8th. We got the Build Your Brand with video marketing. So if you want to really get into video marketing, people are doing Instagram. They're doing short, what's called stories, and really just building some of influencers and traffic through online, even TikTok as well. We talked about that at last class. So go ahead and attend something if you have the time. We have a class right here in Mandarin. So if you want to learn about escrow in a language that you like, hopefully you can join Kitty Yip, who's going to teach this in Mandarin. And top tax secrets for the successful investor. So this is probably tax tips for investors, how to fill out your Schedule E, and maybe some tips on what's a deductible expense, mortgage interest tax, property tax, and all this stuff, business licenses. So it's getting tougher and tougher to run and be a landlord. But for a lot of these investors, they're figuring out ways to minimize their tax liability. Commercial is going to be very, very interesting in the coming years. And, I'm just curious, maybe I'll stop right here real quickly. How many of you guys have been to the La Puente Mall over there in recently?
Puente Hills Mall.
Puente Hills Mall, right?
In City of Industry. It's a dinosaur.
It is crickets. It's so quiet. I walked there the other day. And the shopping center used to be booming. It was a very, very crowded place and fully occupied. And then I look in here now, it's probably 20% occupied in terms of commercial tenants. And I don't know what they're doing with the other space, because everything says, vacant, space available, looking for new people. And it really brings a dead environment. It's like all the energy just seems like to be sucked away from that shopping plaza. And that's going across many different shopping malls, not just them. I just happened to attend there. Certain ones that have adapted, or you said the dinosaur, maybe they evolved. You still have very successful shopping plazas like the Americana, or you have various areas where there is a lot of thriving and a lot of activity, and that's because they brought a lot of dining. They brought a lot of entertainment. They have good location, and it's just modernized. But I'm just telling you guys, commercial is an area where a lot of investors and the people with these commercial properties are concerned. They're concerned about filling their space. There's been a movement away from retail and looking towards properties like a multifamily and apartments, because rents still are soaring all-time highs. So rents on the apartment size shows no decline, really. And then you have other people investing into, even warehouses have come a little bit more available. It used to be you can't find any warehouses anywhere in Orange County, LA County. And now I'm starting to see a little bit more spaces become available as the industry is trained. Maybe its trade has been very slowed down because it's still very high for containers. But whatever it is, I'm just telling you that there's going to be commercial activity going on. People are going to try to 1031 exchange their product, or they're tired of their existing tenant, or they want something that's performing better. So a lot of people are looking for triple net leases, triple net properties where you have something that you don't have to manage that much. Okay, so these are just things. And if you want to learn a bit more commercial, I do have my videos in here, and I'm happy to do another one in the coming future. But I just want to keep you in mind that there's always more to learn. And so if you want to attend one of my past classes, I got stuff on my YouTube channel. And here's where we get into the portion where I'm going to share my tabs on my. Any questions so far?
No questions.
Okay.
Before we go on, Kelvin, I just want to say you have my condolences on the loss of your friend. I'm really sorry about that.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Sure.
All right. So from the CAR, do you guys see my CAR page right here, dated August 1st? I hope you know. Yeah, no one sees it.
I see it.
Okay. So inflation and recession is still the focal points last week. Unita Wu just, yeah, she did invite us along with David Chan to the ARIA event last week, where we got to hear from Lawrence Yun, national economist. So I really got the macro perspective of what's going on in the housing market in the US. And what a lot of things that he did share, I'll share with you in summary. But we are seeing that the Feds continue to be aggressive in trying to combat inflation. So we do see that they did make a 75 basis rate hike, but I'll talk about that real quick. So when we're looking at things, what's going on in the market, there is a sharp decline. Across the board, every state, there is really, really consistent decline of 8% of new homes that fell into 590,000 in June. And this kind of just marks a lot of the affordability has been taken away, and has been a big crisis for would-be home buyers who cannot really afford these higher monthly payments. Builders are very, very, very concerned. They're trying to reduce their prices. They're softening in a lot of the demand that the new builders are hoping for. So there's a lot of concern right now that there's some softening of this market. Home builders are cutting back on their spending in June. So we're seeing some delays in their building. Construction spending has fell. So this is really just for new construction and new single family homes. They're taking a hard hit right now for all of and that's largely due just to the cost of the financing, okay? So with rates and home prices remaining elevated, home building activity is kind of discouraging, or they're discouraged at the moment. They want to see and feel more demand before they start reinvesting and building out future phases. So the GDP, we have back-to-back declines, which are very, 0.9%. This is we want to aim for 2 to 3% GDP increases and whatnot. But at the same time, we're looking at this is the technical definition of a recession. So they're restructuring the definition of a recession. They're saying our economy is still strong. We'll fight through this, but ultimately, it's not too concerning, is what Lawrence Yun said. Inflation seems to be in check, and hopefully the greatest inflation is already behind us in the last month. So to summarize what the Fed is doing, they raised in July 75 basis points. A lot of people anticipated this. It's already been priced into a lot of the markets and the mortgage rates, as well as the stock market. So none of this was a surprise, and that's probably why a lot of people, we saw a decline in the mortgage rates this past week, and that's helping with affordability. That's the federal government is having their eyes on the housing market, seeing if they're going to find ways to make mortgage industry a little bit more affordable? How can they make it a little bit easier for these buyers? And we're seeing that the mortgage rates are getting a little bit more affordable. So that's a good time right now to reach out to your buyers who were discouraged at 6.5%. Maybe right now they can get away with 5.25 to 5.5 with the, on a 30-year loan. So talk to them, see what see if that's helpful. And consumer confidence. This is a 17-month low, the sharpest negative perspective, I guess, when they take a poll survey on the respondents. This is the news that we find. So here's a poll. How is the market doing? Well, we have a certain amount of sales. What realtors are saying? Well, only 24.7% of the realtors, which is a 5% decline from the month prior, actually closed a sale. 1 out of 4 realtors. 1 out of 5 realtors entered an escrow in the month of July. 1 out of 5. And that's also on a decline. And the realtors who listed property, 22% listed a property in the month of July. So that's also showing a decline in activity from the realtor perspective. The survey also says what realtors think are going to happen. They think that sales will be up. Only 11% say sales will be up in this coming month of August. That's a vast majority say there will be more listings, but there will not be more sales. Okay. So I have a consistent, I do think there's gonna be more listings, there's gonna be more people because listings are not jumping and flying off the shelves. They're staying on the inventory. Good ones are selling, yes. Good ones that are priced right or attractively to entice activity, those are gonna go, but a vast majority of people, the 70% of the ones that really just trying to fight for their seller's goal, may continue to remain on the market. And that's why we'll continue to see longer days on market for certain properties. It's for the properties that are not willing to adapt to the market. So prices will be up. Only 2.7% think prices are going to be up. So that's this slide here. I like to take if you want to go into detail, this is always published at CAR. You can look every month and look at the member sentiment. And it gives you a lot of data that you can use. I use this whenever I want to tell a story to a client. So I'll pick the slides that I like. So kind of like when you want to present information, as the presenter, I get to select the contents of the PowerPoint or the contents of what I'm sharing, and I get to tell the story of what I need to achieve. Sometimes I need to call a buyer and I say, look, prices are really going up. You can see every year after year, month after month, prices continue to go up every year in every state. And that's because I can use the median average price. And if I'm talking to a seller, I can tell them about how slow it is, how the market has changed, how there's very low activity. And I can pull the slides showing that a lot of sellers are having to resort to a price reduction. So I use the slides that I want for a price reduction in using some of this. So if they, in the pulse, they ask the realtors, these are the realtors who are responding. They're saying, did you take any listing appointments this week? 27% in July. Did you list a property? You're seeing a little bit decline, only 22%. Did you enter an escrow? Only 20% of the realtors in July. Have you had a transaction close? 24% in the month of July. So there's a lot of stuff in here. I'm not too concerned on that activity because that's all in the past. But you see the highest month in the last 2 years, July had the most transactions that fell out of escrow, 1 out of 10. Okay, that's 10%. I like this slide. I want to show to you, if I want to show to a client or a seller, look, back in 2021, 2022, we had a good chunk of activity. Look right here, 30% and 32% in February of 2021, when the rates were still very attractive. Look how large that had 11 plus offers on their one home listed for sale. look at the difference now in July. Only 12% of the properties have 11 plus offers. A vast majority is 28% only have one offer before they hit. That's what the survey is telling you. One offer only. We are lucky to get one offer, or that's what the market is telling us. And people are saying, let's wait for the next offer. You know what? If you wait for the next offer and you don't respond with that one offer you have, or you don't negotiate, or you don't work something out, you may never get that second offer. Okay? Unless the rates got better like they did this week. So there's circumstances going on, but it's very telling how you see only one offer was also the majority in June. Okay, so if you're overpricing your property, this is going to happen to you. I could expect that in December, where it's a 22%, even though the rates were attractive, but one offer I expect, because not many people are shopping for homes. They're shopping for their kids, buying gifts. Now, expectations, listings are going to go up. I'm not going to spend time on every slide because we don't have time for this. And honestly, this is not factual. This is just response. But in terms of sellers, okay. When I look at sellers and in terms of the activity of what's going on, where are people going? This is kind of interesting, but at the same, what I'm seeing is that have any of your home sellers reduced price to attract buyers this week? And you can see here 14% in August and September. I'm sorry. This is not showing 2022. So this information is not presented well. A couple of home sellers removed their home from the market this week in June and July. That shows us 15% are just taking it off because they're discouraged and saying, I have nowhere to go, or they're saying I can't afford what the next buy, wherever I'm wanting to go to, because of the rates are still very high when I look at the monthly payments. And I get that. Okay. You can see a sharp increase in June and July, where 30% are the people have to reduce the price in order to attract buyers. So that's the same story over and over and over again. I'm going to close this out and share the California activity. And this is daily activity from the CAR and all of the MLSs within California. Look at how much sales have dipped in the most recent ticks. In terms of properties going into new listings or active listings, we're seeing a sharp increase in active listings. That's a lot of people who are sitting on the market, and the days on market is continuing to climb. So when we look at the listing price of median, it's always showing an increase because the median tends to go up. That's what inflation is doing for us. And how many people are having to discount their properties? A lot. You can see a sharp rise of homes being discounted, where in the past 2 years, it wasn't necessary to discount your home. So these are very, very telling stories of what's going on. There's 58 slides that I cannot go over, but I wanted to show you where to get it. So you can always go into, well, I'll get to a few more slides. I'm going to go to the regions by our region. Single family closed sales growth. You can see here that in July, sales growth is declining. So there's a strong negative perception right now. So how can we tell the right story? Well, we could pick the right months. Let's talk about closed sales. I won't talk too much about the pendings. Actually, we don't have that much time. Let me just tell you where to go. If you want to go reach this stuff, obviously you can always go to any of my Dynasty Agent resources slides, and I always share the link in Sorry, I gotta find where I put it. I'm gonna share the link in the chat box. So you can go to the weekly market minute here, and when they ask for the member poll and the weekly sales data report, this is where you can find it. And if you want something to post on social media, you can always post this here. So let me go to the chat box. If you like this link here, you just go to log into your CAR, and that market minute area is where they have some of this information that you could put on your, you have the legal right to put this on your marketing. If you want to write a newsletter, you could take some of these articles, just source it from CAR and you're okay. Okay, let's get into the slides and finish off our new listings. Any questions right now?
No, you're good.
Okay, so actually, before I get to, there was a couple of things I want to share. I'm sorry, there's one more last thing I wanted to share. People had some questions on some things. There's a couple of events going on. So first of all, I want to invite and remind you, we have a free ReImagine live in-person expo. This is going to be held in our corner of the woods at Long Beach, October 11th to 13th. So set your dates and calendars. I'll be attending. And since it's live, I say, and it's local, why don't we go ahead and somehow caravan over and make it an event. We'll pick the date and join, but you have the ability to pay for certain speakers because there's some keynote speakers and lunch experiences that you can that are gonna take a cost. But to come to the event, go to the expos, and there's a lot of free classes as well, you can go ahead and join and make your registration here. So if you want to look at the speakers and who's going to be in attendance, really, really cool people. So you have a lot of different, they'll have the bio and what they're teaching. If you click on their links, the whole CAR directors and executive team will be there. And really just teaching us how to have a really good year, how to be more productive, what are the trends going on. And the keynote speaker is going to be Tom Ferry on October 12th. And it will be Jordan Levine giving another housing market forecast at October 12th. But you don't necessarily need to do a paid sessions because Jordan Levine does a lot of free housing market forecasts. And he also does it monthly during their housing market podcast at the CAR website. So you don't need to pay for these kind of classes because it's already free to us. Check out the schedule. There's a lot of cool stuff you can go to. And so just register, check it out at reimagineexpo.org, and that'll get you in. The next invitation I want to share with you is another conference with Coldwell Banker. And so I wanted to share their website called GenBlueExperience.com. They're having an event in Phoenix. This is going to be also at the end of October, 23 to 26. I know Sylvia and myself will be in attendance in Phoenix. We're going to go ahead and check it out and network with all the great Coldwell Banker affiliates and learn some of their cool speakers and lineups. So I'm going to play this video. Please let me go ahead and make this optimized for video.
The Phoenix. It's a symbol for rising above challenges and creating new beginnings. So what better place to host this year's Generation Blue experience than in the Valley of the Sun? We're putting on the biggest event in real estate to celebrate our amazing network. You'll get access to incredible learning opportunities, exclusive mastermind sessions, and hear from inspiring world-class speakers. Enjoy performances from A-list entertainers and connect with the best and brightest in real estate. You won't just look at the stars, you'll rise like one too. Register now for the Generation Blue experience happening October 23rd through the 26th. Don't wait, space is limited. Visit GenBlueExperience.com today before it's sold out.
They usually sell out every week, every year. I've been in attendance several times. I've actually been a speaker for them as well on a panel. So I'm going to be in attendance this year, and hopefully you guys can make it too. If you want the website, I'll go ahead and share that with you really quickly. Let me exit this. How do you minimize this? And I'll share this in the chat for you guys. So if you want to check it out, go ahead and see what it's like. A couple of you guys have asked me about the new AB 38. How do I find out if they're, because if you guys answer and look at the questions that you guys, let me go ahead and pull that up for you guys. So FHDS has been something that we're always going, how do I fill this out? We've already had classes on this, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Let me pull up one that I had really quick. Okay, so we have the form here. Most of the homes in California do not belong in a high fire zone. Okay, we're not in a very high or high zone. So most of the time, if you do not have a high fire as one of these requirements, that means you don't have to fill out paragraph part 2, and you do not need to fill out part 3. Okay.
Calvin, this is Jean. Can I say something?
Yes.
And if we use the Z signature,
yes,
it doesn't matter. They need to get you fill out on the part 2, the paragraph 2. They won't let you leave it blank. I tried with my client already.
E-signing it, it does not allow you, it does not allow the seller to fill this section out
They
blank.
don't let you leave it blank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then don't send it to them in that manner. So you can always PDF this, upload it into zip forms, and then manually just drag the signature, leaving this section blanks. Because if you're using it straight from zip forms, they're going to follow their own algorithm. But when you upload your own PDF, you can manually drag the one signature that you need into the area that you want and click the one X that box that you need to the area that you want. So if it doesn't work for you and the technology is not working, then you manually know how to do it yourself.
I see. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So when you're filling this out and you don't have to fill out paragraph 2 because you're not in a high fire zone, then just leave this blank. Okay. Your seller doesn't need to. Now, the next question everyone asked me is paragraph 3. This is only required if all 3 conditions in 1B is met. So if you don't have to fill this out, if you're not in a high fire zone, what's the paragraph 1B say? What do I have to do? Well, you fill out paragraph 3 if you have all 3 met. It's a single family to 4 units. Seller's required to do a TDS, and the property is in a high or very high fire zone. If one of these 3 conditions is not met, you do not have to finish paragraph 3 in big capital bold letters. So most of the time, you can just leave this blank, paragraph 3. You don't have to fill out anything. Okay, so it makes this job really easy. Now, the one time, if you have an NHD report that looks like this, okay, and this is a recent report dated July 28th, and this is a section for they put it in different areas. This is page 2 of the report. And in this page 2, AB 38, they do label, there are 2 agencies in the city that have a defensible space, local defensible space inspection or code person that should or does have jurisdiction. Okay, so in this situation, this property is in a very high fire zone. Yes. Okay, so yeah, there is some sort of governing people, Pasadena, San Gabriel, who wish to do some sort of defensible space visits. Check out your property and make sure your perimeter doesn't have high weeds, doesn't have combustible materials. So yes, and this is a section in, this is a property in Sierra Madre, guys. So this is what it looks like. In order for you to fill out this section down here, whether there is a local vegetation management ordinance in effect, in this situation for Sierra Madre, I would say right here, C3, because there is an ordinance in effect. And I want to transfer that responsibility to the buyer. By default, there's no local ordinance. And that's if you were anywhere like San Gabriel, or you were down here in El Monte, or whatever, those don't have any high fire zones. So you're going to go ahead and there's no local ordinance, but buyers still responsible to understand the state defensible space law. Okay, so that's how you fill it out. If you want to look at another report, this is a report from Property ID. And you go to, and for them, this is already in the middle of the report. You go, oh, there's is there fire hazards? And in this particular property here, they have Santa Rosa weed abatement ordinance and a defensible space. So yes, in this section here, this is what it looks like, ABA 38 compliance. And in the city of Santa Rosa, they have some standards. So you'll see it right here. They want you to do weed abatement. And that's very common in very many municipalities where there's a lot of weeds. They want you to trim them down to under 4 or 6 inches in height. So, so yes, this one does have a vegetation management because it's listed. Okay.
Snap NHD report has it as well.
Yep.
We spell it out in 5 places in there.
I know you shared it with us, John. So
okay.
They all have it in different sections of their NHD report. But I'm glad that they are sharing this stuff, because now we don't have to answer the questions or make assumptions.
Right. And in the report, we also tell you the local, everywhere in LA County, there is a brush management ordinance in place everywhere. And we tell you it is. And we also tell you if there's a point of sale requirement. Only 2 places point of sale requirement, Paradise up north and Truckee up north. Everywhere else, no, and you negotiate it.
Thank you. Awesome. I'm glad you're here, John. You're still here to the end. So
I stay with you all the way through the transaction or the meeting.
Okay, so I'm going to get back into my slides. Any questions on that stuff before moving on? Okay. We had a good time at the last bingo event. I just wanted to give you and let you know we had over roughly $1,800 worth of prizes that we gave out, and only Dynasty agents eligible to come. Actually, and affiliates were affiliates came, and so I just want to share with you that we did have a good time. So, shoot, I thought it was already on that page. I don't want to show you all my other pages. All right, here we go. So Mark was our host and calling out bingo games, and we did have a couple of cool winners. So Sophia won a home inspection report. That's a VIP report. Jean was one of our winners. She came home. She's very happy, and just excited. And thanks to all.
She won a lot of money. She won a lot of money.
Well, a lot of you guys are lucky. So a lot of people were able to win. We were playing bingo. I thought it was a really great time. Jean won again. Wow. Okay, so she's good at bingo. But watch out, guys. And then that's my naked son online now.
Is that your little?
Okay. So just wanted to share that event, and a lot of us did attend ARIA last week. So it was really cool to have us. If you want, join our WeChat, because there's a lot of great photos. I love seeing all the cool Dynasty model ladies of posting out their great outfits and looking great. Now, that's it for here. Let's finish off our new listings. Thanks for being here. If your listing is, you want to pitch your listing and you're here in attendance, by all means, help me.
Calvin, may I say something before you go into the listings?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to let all the agents know that coming up in September, Master Alex Z, am I pronouncing it right? Z-I or Z?
Correct. It's Z. Master
okay. Z. Okay. So the Feng Shui Master is going to enlighten us with his presence and come in and teach us in September. So after September 9th, which is fantastic. A little fun fact I learned is that right now, during this time and all the way up until September 9th, it's Chinese Halloween season. So his recommendation is to be extra careful behind the wheel on the road and to protect yourself from making any major decisions on events and things like that. So I'm going to prolong my renewal of my wedding vows until after September 9th. So I just wanted to share that fun fact over with you. Thank you, Calvin.
You're welcome. Yeah, and so that's cool. Master Z is coming and speaking towards, you know, the Asian culture and what's going on. There's a lot of been news going on. Actually, a whole lot of news on really not much. Nancy Pelosi just went over and flew over doing her Asia trip, trying to reconnect and share and spread and basically maintain democracy relationships with neighboring countries in Asia. So part of her visit was controversial in visiting Taiwan. She's already landed the other day and did a conference and got presented an award and re-engaged openly to the globe that we will defend and align ourselves with the democratic efforts in Taiwan and recognizing them as kind of separate. Honestly, this is a whole big deal about nothing, but ultimately it's a message. That's what the US was wanting to send a message to the world that democracy, Taiwan, and US will support them, mainly because China continues to threaten that they want to somehow maintain that territory and take control of the Taiwan Strait. She'd already left her plane left. There was a big speech. If you haven't caught it, you could watch it on YouTube or anywhere. But ultimately just saying that be wary of what are the repercussions of this message, because it's how you interpret a message. Someone can say something to you and really, I don't know how they're gonna, how Xi Jinping or anyone in the California CCP or any influential person, how they're gonna take this message, because the message that the US sent was, we're not afraid of your threats. We're gonna continue to visit the countries that we have diplomatic ties with / business ties with, because we don't technically have diplomatic ties. But we're gonna go ahead and continue to do what we need to do and do our business and connect. And now it's in China's court to see how they're gonna react. And the reaction right now is they already did a bunch of trade, what's called embargoes. They're stopping a lot of imports from Taiwan. They're doing a lot of cyber attacks against Taiwan they do cyber attacks every day anyways, but nothing's changed. But I just want to make you know that this is something to watch and monitor, because this may not be the end. There's probably going to be more actions or reactions, but I'm watching this closely to see if this triggers any more greater global conflict. I'm not saying war, but conflict / economic battles that are being done right now. And that they're starting with economic battles right now. So going into our new slides, I just wanted to share our new listings and congratulate a lot of you guys for some of your successes. So we have a new listing with Ling Lu for lease, 9021 Greenwood Avenue, San Gabriel. Great street, great location, 3 beds, 1.5 bath for $3,500 per month. Very attractive, very affordable. This condo is for sale, 432 Pomelo in Monterey Park. 3 beds, 2.5 bath. Looks like it's nicely remodeled. So you can see the newer flooring and the nice remodeled fireplace. Great, great home for $750,000. Talk to Angel if you have anyone looking for that. We have a 287 Weidermeyer Avenue, Arcadia. Gorgeous remodeled home, 4 beds, 3 baths by one of our experienced builders. This is 1.188 million, single family with a 1752 square foot lot. Talk to Christy if you have any, want to take a showing or want to bring anyone by, but that's a really pretty good price for this single family, especially in that condition. Congratulations to Helen, you got a new listing, 7256 Spindlewood Drive in Eastvale. Great schools over here, 5 beds, 4 baths, 3,300 plus square feet. I saw the pictures already. You have a 3-car garage, very large bedrooms, luxurious finish inside, big backyard for only $945,000. This is another remodeled home as well. It's over 2,000 square feet in Glendora. Single family, 125 Gladstone Street. Very proud of Edgar. He did work on this property himself, and he did a nice finish. I saw some of those photos as well. So talk to him if you have anyone looking for Glendora with great Glendora schools. And this one also has a pool in the back. Andy Foog's got a beautiful, gorgeous beachside property for sale, $2.399 million. This is literally walking distance to the bike path and the beach, right off of your private patio. 7301 Vista Del Mar in Playa del Rey, just south of Venice Beach. You can check out and see this 2-bedroom, 2.5 condominium with one of the best locations at all that you can have. So check it out if you have anyone looking for a high-end remodeled, very, very custom property. Check out the photos, check out the interior, and talk to Andy if you have anyone looking for a beach home. Lorena has a new listing as well in Pomona, $395,000, a very affordable 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 450 Underwood Court, unit number 12. Looks like this is a attached condominium, maybe built in this looks like this late 70s or early 80s. And talk to her if you have anyone looking for this kind of a condominium. Jackson has a nice listing over here in Rosemead. This looks like it might be multifamily, 2-unit duplex. One of them is a 3-bed, 1-bath, and the rear unit, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Altogether, 2,091 square feet on a huge 11,000 plus lot. Only 1.2 million. Talk to Jackson if you have anyone looking for a duplex in Rosemead. Henry Liu's got a nice one for lease in Yorba Linda, 4654 Prospect Lane, 6 giant bedrooms, almost 4,000 square feet living area, $7,500 per month. Talk to Henry if you got anyone looking for this lease. Jennifer Huang continues to have ownership over this whole community. She's got another listing over here for sale, $339,000. This is a senior condo with an age restriction of 62 plus, 62 years old, for a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, 582 square feet in a great location near the intersection of Atlantic and Garvey. Congrats to the closing on Julia, 205 Soldano Avenue, Azusa. This single family sold for $688,000. She got her business license for Azusa. She's in compliance. Great price, great home. Congrats, Julia, for getting this one closed. Danny Estremera is going to have 2 sales coming. 1752 Garner Ave, San Bernardino. This is only for $395,000 for this fixer. 2 beds, 1 baths, and his client purchased this one and actually sold this one, and they're going to purchase another one. So we got a very, very beautiful sale with Melissa. Check out these gorgeous views from San Dimas. This is 202 Calle Concordia, closed for $1.36 million. This beautiful hillside home is nestled in the foothills of and offers 2,590 square feet, but look at these backyard views. Congratulations to Helen. She closed 3710 Muscatel in Rosemead. She sold this one, $850,000 for this single family. Great job to her and her client. I'm very excited and happy for them. And Laura closed this San Gabriel PUD 5304 Muscatel, sold for $1.135 million, over 2,000 square feet living area. Great location, just south of Las Tunas. And Winnie Bai, she leased this one out at 11923 Rose Glen Street, El Monte, 660 square feet. Wow, this leased at triple its square footage, so $2,150 per month. And Margaret Lee and Amy got this one closed. This condo on Diamond Bar sold, 1,100 plus square feet living area, $682,000. Taurine got this rental leased out in Lake Forest. Gorgeous area next to Irvine, 523 Catalonia, just leased out 4,500 per month. Doreen got this lease as well in Irvine. This leased out at 5,150 per month for this 3,000 living area. Wow, this is interesting. And Kevin Kahn, he got 11908 Deanna Street in El Monte sold. Congrats to him. Sold this condo, 475,000. Anyone else I miss? Anybody? Nope. Well, that brings me to the end of the slides. And thank you for sticking out for all the way to the end. I got a lot of you guys still here with me. I'd be happy to take any questions or any advice you guys need on anything regarding real estate, the industry, life choices, how to generate new business, leads. Let me know what you guys want to talk about.
Great meeting, great information, Kelvin.
Okay. Thank you, John. If that, you guys are quiet, you guys have access to me at any time. Just call or text me if you have anything you want to go over or review with your business. Again, I'm still working hard and trying to make sure that you have the right support systems in place. Sylvia's there always, Amy is always helpful and answers the phone, and we always call back. So I also congratulations to Michelle. I see you here. You got opened up one in escrow. So I'm very happy for you and Michael Paris. So proud of you guys for getting that your buyer back into another escrow. So you guys are working hard. Any questions on anything? Otherwise, we ending today's sales meeting. All right, guys, you make it a great week. It's August. We have one more good month of before back to school. So let's get something in escrow. Let's talk to your clients. The rates have dropped down right now a little bit. It's a little bit more healthy for us to go out and talk to our buyers to re-engage. Let's talk to the sellers now. Maybe it's time to readjust our pricing or get a listing now that the rates are better. Make sure you go out and ask for the business, okay? Talk to people. There's still demand out there. There's still people with needs. Okay? Don't let the headlines scare you.
Have a good one, everyone. Have a great August. Thanks.